traffic. Okay, I can't even remember what day it is. I know it's a Monday morning. We're leaving New Orleans.
Yeah, I think it's around the 25th or 26th of April.
27th maybe. I think 25th was Saturday. That was Anzac Day. That's the only reason I remember that date.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so next street we're turning right into Julia. So that'll be at those lights. Come on.
There's a car on our right, so there's 2 lanes.
Yeah, 2 lanes. I'm just trying to avoid those tram tracks and the big cracks in the road as much as possible.
Don't dig those.
So you will feel the bike weaving a little bit here and there to avoid that.
Feel good to be back in the seat, in the saddle.
Back in the saddle, as they say. We're right to go. Going left into Barone Street, which is not this one, it's the next one. Next one, I do believe. Next lights, maybe. A little bit difficult to navigate while you're riding and in a foreign land.
Absolutely, you do a stellar job, hubby.
I try. I try not to be geographically embarrassed, as we used to say back in the day. You never lost, you're just geographically embarrassed.
I like that. I'll use that one.
Is this Barone? I can't see the street name.
Barone.
Yeah, this is us.
This is Barone.
And we're going straight across. Straight across here. Flashing red, I don't even know what that means.
Our lights are out.
Yeah, I think so.
So, with extra care. It's all clear, it's all good.
I think we're turning right here onto the Pontchartrain Expressway. Calliope, yeah, we're turning right.
One way, so
yeah, no, up ahead where that white car is, I think. Or am I meant to be up on that bit up the top, maybe? No, I don't think so. It's a bit hard to see. The sun's reflecting off it as well.
Yeah, it just says straight 110.
Yeah, on the actual map itself, it sort of veers to the left. The road does, anyway.
Okay.
I don't think I should have worn my trackies and my jacket this morning, my dear.
No, I think it's going to be 30.
Yeah, but we are heading north, so I would envisage it cooling as we progress, or not being as hot up in Birmingham.
Right.
as it will here. He just ran a red light.
So that's why we never assumed.
No, we always check. We always double check and triple check. I am on the wrong road, but anyway, that's all good. I think I'm supposed to be on there. Yep, east on 10 we're going. So exit in a quarter mile.
Okay, quarter mile.
That's 400 metres. So 13C is the exit we need.
Yep, we're in the that's the right lane we need.
Yeah, I'm just wanted to get past that just in case that was a...
Yeah, they change up and change.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13C, yeah.
So I do believe, well, the map, the route I was looking at last night took us back across the same bridge that we came in on. So I don't know if you want to get a couple of photos, possibly.
I have got the gloves on.
Oh, have you? Oh, that's all good. We can possibly get some stills out of the video maybe later. I have lifted the camera up about 2.5, 3 inches, and because I noticed on the footage, one lot of footage, the camera was picking up that vent that's right in front of me. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, third lane, we're good. So the ride to Birmingham Motorcycle or Motor Museum, I think it's actually called, begins. We have been there before. That was 7 years ago.
I can't wait to go back.
And for those that haven't seen the photos of that trip, we'll be taking a lot of photos today and probably posting a huge photo dump in the next couple of days for that. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I'm going to call it the biggest motorcycle museum in the world. It
must be close.
If not, it's got to be in the top couple. It is massive. This is a 7-story building. I think the floor area of each level is in the vicinity of an acre or thereabouts. I'm just guessing. I'm just going on what I can remember. All I do remember, it is massive. They've pretty much got every bike that's ever been made in the world in it. Not every year model, but every generation of bike, pretty much. Like the Hayabusas, they've got 4 of them. They've got the Gen 1, the Gen 2. They had three Gen 2s, and a Gen 1. So last time we were there, the Gen 3 Hayabusa hadn't been produced yet. So I'll be interested to see if they've got that in their museum as yet. I mean, that's just one bike, for example. They've got Harleys dating back to the early 1900s, like 1920s and that, and pre that as well, where they were basically a motorised push bike. So they've got Ducatis, they've got Augustas, they've got Suzukis, they've got Yamahas, Hondas, BMWs, you name it, they've got it. So I'm going to be interested to see into what they've actually got now as opposed to what they had back then. there's also a level that you can't normally visit. I think it's reserved for VIPs and that. And that's a level in the bottom. I'm hoping I can get some photos of it and show you. It's where they're restoring the bikes. So they're constantly adding to their collection and restoring these bikes. So yeah, it's a ever evolving thing. I think they've got cars in there as well. I think there's Grand Prix cars, like Formula One Grand Prix cars. I think there's Indy cars. Definitely a couple of other open wheel cars as well. At that facility, it's actually got its own racetrack, and you can pay money and do like a Porsche experience and drive a Porsche race car around the track, just to get the experience of driving that car, I guess. And here we are about to go over this bridge. I think this is the beginning of it. This bridge is actually quite long. Oh, no, this is not the main bridge. This is just a few bridges to get over the city streets, I do believe, to get out to the lake. Yeah. It's a little bit, a few cars on the road this morning, my dear, isn't there?
There is.
It's not the greatest, but I did want to get out of town early to avoid that peak hour traffic. I do believe we're avoiding the bulk of it anyway, being that we're on the road by 7:15. We should be well out of New Orleans by 8 o'clock. Most offices and that in New Orleans don't open until 10 o'clock. Most shops don't open until 10 o'clock. There's not a lot that does open before 10 o'clock in New Orleans. And we've discovered that's a lot of cities actually in America, that most of their retail shops and offices don't open until 10.
Are we going to go over the bridge you want photos of? Or?
Yeah, we will, should be. If we stick on Highway 10, yeah, we definitely will be.
Because I'll get the camera ready.
Oh, yeah, it'll be coming up soon. It's actually quite impressive. It's massive. Quite windy going across it, so being early in the morning.
Come back over on it?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I think I got photos.
No, I don't think you did. I think you had your gloves on at that point. Oh, maybe. No, that's a different one that you showed me. That was going into the Mississippi Gulf Coast, that bridge. This one's bigger, I do believe. It's longer anyway, I think.
I'll get some video on photos.
Yeah, that'd be.
And then the gloves
awesome.
go back on.
Yes, definitely. And we should be, not long after we go over that bridge, we should be off this interstate.
Yay!
Yeah, the interstate's unfortunately not real nice to ride on. There's a lot of cars and they drive like absolute tools, some of these people. They're, like the speed's 60. I'm sitting on 60 mile an hour and they're flying past us. Like some of the cars are doing 90 mile an hour in a 60 zone. I mean,
and there's some big bumps occasionally.
Yeah, the road surface itself is not the greatest on some of these roads. And there's the peak hour traffic on our left. They're building up, Claude.
Yeah, coming into New Orleans.
Yeah, coming into New Orleans. Yeah, we shouldn't be too far from this bridge. It's a bit hard to see. I can't see on the GPS without scrolling. I don't really want to try and do that with the sun in my eyes and everything else.
It says loose gravel, but I'm sure that's in that stopping lane.
Yeah, you can see where that's been grooved and prepared for resurfacing.
So they mean if you're pulling over, just be careful.
Yeah, I think that actually, because as we've noticed, they do quite a lot of roadworks in America. There always seem to be doing roadworks somewhere, and that looks like that's been scratched back, ready to resurface. So whether or not they're going to resurface that section in the upcoming weeks, don't know. But we're out of here. It won't affect us. like we try and leave a gap, and they'll come up and scream and jump in between us and the car in front, and then slam on their brakes because they're going too quick. So, I mean, I try and just allow the gap to open up naturally. I just back off a bit and let them pull away, but without jumping on the brakes.
It's good though, most cars go round us.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like, I mean, I probably should be in that right-hand lane, but just with all those cars coming off, the wanting to get off and wanting to get on, and we're not doing that. We're just going through. So I'm trying to leave that lane for those cars to get into, to get off, and to get on the motorway. I mean, it's not like I'm holding anyone up because I'm sitting behind the car in front of me, so it's not like they're going to get any further apart from an extra car length up the road, you know. A Toyota Tundra. I think it's a Toyota anyway. Yeah, I'm definitely staying this lane. That lane's been scratched up by the look of it, ready for resurfacing.
Yeah, stay away from it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not dangerous, it just means I've got to focus more and concentrate more on those grooves and rocks and everything else. That lane there's scratched up, and the exit as well.
Traffic's thinned out a little bit more.
Yeah, I think they're sort of heading out into their jobs. There shouldn't be that much on this interstate yet, as this early in the morning, I'm hoping. We'll get out across this bridge, and I think it's not far from there that we split off. I can't quite remember the name of the highway. Is it 48 or 68 or 58, something like that. Heading towards Birmingham anyway. The old Tundra's got a bit of weight in the back of it, but look at it, and the bottom's way down, and the back of it.
Tiles or something heavy.
Yeah. I'll just get in front of him. That's the Toyota Tundra. For those back home thinking it looks a lot like a Hilux, it is. It's just a slightly bigger Hilux with a V8 in it. I do believe the Hilux in America is actually called a Toyota Tacoma, T-A-C-O-M-A. Yeah, they have Rangers over here which are similar to the F-150 that just went past us. They're just a fraction smaller, as everyone back home is fully aware. Alrighty, it's got to be getting close to this bridge that we came in on. We're crossing a creek, and then it looks like marshy, swampy lands beyond that, and then the bridge will start, I think. Out to our left, it looks like a bit of swampland, a bit of airboat territory. Bayou Savage. So out into the Louisiana bayous, or bayous, or not sure how that actually pronounce that, but bayou. Third lane now, there's not so many off and on ramps. Give everyone those 2 lanes instead of 1. Definitely airboat territory through there.
Yeah.
All grass all over the creek. Speed limit's 70 and they're still flying past. There's not many cars on this road now, thank God.
No.
So I think getting out of here early enough to avoid most of that traffic, I think it's a smart move.
Yeah, it's got to be either early or after 9.
Yeah, or 10 even. So I didn't want to wait that late, because waiting that late we probably wouldn't have got to the museum in time to see anything.
Yeah.
I want to try and spend at least 2 hours at the museum if I can.
Yeah. Last time my favourites were the hay gooses.
Yeah, it was quite a good display there.
And then I loved there was a couple of BMWs in particular that just told a lot of stories.
Yeah, that was, I think from memory, that was a couple, a married couple, the husband and wife, and there was 2 bikes, and I think the story, from memory, I'm going by memory here, not 100% accurate or sure if I'm accurate or not, but I'm pretty sure he'd actually circumnavigated the world, I think 7 times, and she had done it 3 times with him, I think.
Get out of town.
Yeah, and I think they met, like he met her while doing
On the road.
on the road on one of his circumnavigations, and she just tagged along and joined him, and then they ended up getting married, I do believe. So we're about to go over this bridge,
Yeah.
the I-10 bridge. bridge over the lake,
But
over Lake Pontchartrain, if that makes sense.
But I just loved their bikes weren't
Yeah.
pristine or anything, and
No.
they had like maps on the panniers,
Yeah,
and they just spoke to me when I just it stuck in my mind about adventure and
yeah.
where
Well,
they had actually been.
I think like they would still had dirt all over them and everything. They hadn't been washed or anything. They were basically, as they stopped their trip, that's it. That's how they donate. They didn't even clean them or anything. The museum didn't clean them. I don't know if they'll be there this time. I'm hoping they will be, because I'd actually like to refresh ourselves with that story. So maybe pass that story on with a little bit more factual dialogue with it. But yeah, so there was a couple of other bikes there as well, from other people that have circumnavigated the world. There was a guy there, I think he'd circumnavigated the world like 9 times.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like he'd been
How
around.
do you fit that into a lifetime?
Well, he was, I do believe, a doctor from memory. He was like a surgeon, so he was quite well off. I think he ended up divorced in his 40s, a little bit lost with what to do with himself, and I think he just jumped on his Harley and started riding, and I think he did the Pan American road, like from north of Alaska all the way to the southern tip of Argentina and Chile. He did all sorts of routes. He went through Africa and everything. He was on that video that we watched before our first trip. We watched a video from Horizons Unlimited, and I'm pretty sure he was on that.
Right.
Along with that other couple from Brisbane who are actually quite inspiring. They'd actually been to every single country in the world, including all of the islands. North Korea, Iran, they went through all of the Gulf states. And the time that they did it, that was back, I do believe they'd done it like in early 2000s. So that was around the time of the Gulf War and 9/11 and all that sort of thing as well, post 9/11. So there was wars in Afghanistan and Iraq and all sorts. So they even rode through all those countries. They rode through Afghanistan. They rode through, and they lifted their Harley onto and off boats to get their bike onto an island country. In these little islands in the Pacific and Indian Ocean, and that, just to be able to say they rode their bike in that country. So yeah, like that was quite an impressive feat and inspiring. So, but yeah.
So many inspiring people out there.
Oh, that's it. And you can draw your inspiration from anywhere. Like you can take, anyone's story and be inspired by it. So that's sort of part of the reason why I sort of want to put our photos and that there for our memory, so that in 20, 30 years time we've got that to look back on. We're trying to remember where we were on, and remember a story, we can just go back and watch a video or photo of it.
Yeah,
but also
priceless, really.
But also, like anyone else watching it or seeing our photos can be inspired to do their own trip. It doesn't have to be to where we've been, but might use that to inspire themselves to actually do it and get out there and do it. Like we did. We watched videos of other people. I mean, it wasn't an actual VHS, it was a DVD. I mean, this is back in the era of DVD, pre-digital streaming, etc. So that does make us older than some.
No such word as old.
No, but just more experienced. the lake. I was concerned about the wind across that bridge because it was quite windy going in the other day, and we have had in the last day or two some tornado warnings and big storms come through New Orleans. So yeah, I just wanted to get out of New Orleans before the wind picked up. There is a cloud in the sky up ahead, but hopefully it's not too rainy, not too much in it.
Saturday morning was just out of the blue. Total, it was pitch black at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Lightning, thunder, rain. And then we put on the news and there was a tornado warning for New Orleans.
I was lying in bed and I was like, was that thunder? Oh. And I thought, nah, it can't be. And then I saw a bit of a flash of light, and I thought, oh, maybe that's just a car turning a corner because of where our hotel was, on the corner of a couple of on the main road there, and then next thing, no, there was a bigger clap of thunder, and I'm like, oh, that might be a thunderstorm. So I sort of got out of bed and I looked out the window. I'm like, oh yeah, it's raining, and it's pitch black, and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I think we'd been too relaxed in the Big Easy. We were taking it too easy in the Big Easy, as they say, and we hadn't kept up to date with news or weather alerts or anything. So then, yeah, Claudine proceeded to turn on the news, and then, yeah, there was a tornado alert. Not where we were, it was to the north of us, to the north of the lake that borders New Orleans City. And yeah, there was tornado alerts. And they were having, I think it was golf ball sized hail. That was Saturday morning, I think. Yes, Saturday morning. And then even yesterday morning there was some thunderstorm alerts, and they were warning of pea-sized hail, size of a frozen pea.
But it's cleared up to a beautiful day on Saturday, and then Saturday evening we were cruising the Mississippi. So
yes,
didn't think that would happen.
No, and it was quite cool. No rain. It was quite a lovely day on Saturday, cruising around after that tornado.
Yeah, it was like night and day.
Yep. Even yesterday they had a bit of a storm front, bit of rain come through, and then it went away, and it was quite cool during the day yesterday. Today's a different story. It's a bit warmer. The humidity's there, so yeah. Far to the turn off ahead that we're turning off, where, oh no, not the next one, it says straight ahead at the next off ramp. It can't be too far ahead. Tiny spots out of that cloud that we just went under. I do believe that's us, Interstate 59, straight. Yep, we need to be in the left 2 lanes in 2 kilometres, and that should be a much nicer road, my dear. I was checking it out last night. It's 2 lane divided, much quieter road. Although this is actually quite nice. Yeah, I don't mind these roads when there's bugger all traffic. It's when the traffic comes that I'm not a fan of these roads. Yeah. So we follow the signs for Hattiesburg.
Middle.
Yep. Straight. Even some of the hotels that we've been to, they still allow people to smoke in rooms. There was that hotel we stayed at, which is probably it wasn't a nice hotel. It's probably the worst Best Western affiliated hotel we've stayed in ever. It was actually a shore stay in Mobile, Alabama. And yeah, walked in and it was
all sorts of wrong.
The corridor smelt like Cheech and Chong had been having a good old session in the corridor, and had a few special guests smoking normal tobacco as well. It's a bit of a funny smell to walk into, but into a hotel normally they're very clean, but that one wasn't.
That's one out of
well, yeah, I think like
the 20 plus days we've been on the road, we've been
yeah,
really good hotels,
and I will admit it was very cheap, so I mean that possibly could be a factor in it, but it's still no excuse as far as I'm concerned. So I think every hotel I've ever booked, it's always been a smoke-free room. It's always, most of the hotels don't allow you to smoke in the common areas anyway. They'll have a designated smoking area outside. They won't allow you to smoke in your room, or you've got to pay an extra cleaning fee. Same with pets too. A lot of them, if you have a pet in your room, they charge you an extra fee. So, unless it's a room that you've specifically booked as a pet-friendly room. So, I'm assuming that would include assistance animals as well.
So when you're going to fill up the tank?
We've just gone just under half a tank, so I'll try and get a bit further up the road before we pull over. Try and make hay while it's nice and cool. Get as far as we can. Fuel up. Have a stretch and a break, and then continue on. I'm thinking we're good for another 100 k's, so probably an hour maybe. I'd say maybe that'll give us like an hour and 3/4 on the road before we pull over. So it's been on the road about 40 minutes, I think, thereabouts.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that the further north we go, the cheaper the fuel will get.
It's been heading that way, so hopefully that continues.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely cheaper than Florida was, that's for sure. Although the diesel's not much cheaper, although Florida was in some areas around $6 a gallon for diesel. Here it's about $5 $5.30, $5.20 roughly. The regular unleaded's about $3.49 a gallon, whereas in Florida that was up around, some of the servos we saw were up around $4.70. So yeah, it was a lot more expensive up there. Another bike, he's struggling though. That bike did not sound healthy.
Sort of pushing along. He had a children on the back too.
Yeah, it
Didn't really see her until the last minute.
no, it sounded like it was running on one cylinder, a V-twin running on one cylinder.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he's somewhere.
nursing it to, although he didn't get off that off ramp, so maybe he's just trying to get home.
A bit of a slow
Yes.
ride, yeah.
Yes, it would. It's just
Hopefully he doesn't live too far.
Yep. So, unlike us, we're covering 500 Ks or so today. So, see how we go.
Just felt the temperature change in the air.
Yes, I'm actually glad I've got my jacket and trackies on now. It just dropped. Geez, that feels like it's like a 5-degree temperature change, isn't it? And it felt like the humidity just went.
It's the trickiest thing on a bike, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why they say layering's the best thing rather than just wearing a big heavy gear all the time.
Yeah.
You can, particularly
Have something you can take off and put on.
well, the way you do it is pretty good. You've got, your shirt, you've got your thermal sometimes underneath that, but then you've got a zip up, lightweight top, then you've got the lining in the jacket, then you've got the jacket. So,
It's about the best I could come up with.
yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act at times.
Not much you can do with pants. I just wear long pants all the time. So
We've
it's the
got,
same.
you've got thermals though, haven't you?
Yeah, I have got long thermals.
Yeah, so-
I needed those.
And you do have your denims on today rather than the cottons, so
Yeah.
they're a bit heavier duty, stop a bit more
And then
breeze.
I've got leggings if I'm really
Yeah,
cold. I think I wore those 10 years ago
Yeah.
going to Niagara Falls.
well, we had everything on that day. Oh, that was a bit of a balls up. That was our first trip to America.
That was in season.
I'd done all sorts of research and researched the weather and for the previous 4 or 5 years on the dates that we were going, and it was late spring. It was we were heading over. It was the last 3 weeks of spring when we headed over to Detroit, and we're in Detroit, and it was, I'd say mid-20s. It was like 25-degree days, nice comfortable sunny weather, and it was great. And then the day before we were leaving, one of the boys at the bike shop that we stopped back in at the bike shop, and they gave us a shirt from the bike shop we bought a bike at, and they said, there's a bit of a cold front coming across, you hope you got your winter woolies and that with you. And I sort of laughed and didn't really pay much attention to it anyway. And then we sort of got back to our place we were staying at, and we were getting everything ready to go the next morning and packing everything up, and we were going to get on the road early. So Claudine was in bed and I was sort of still getting a few things organised for the next day, and happened to have the Weather Channel on and noticed that they said that there was an extreme cold front coming across. It was going to drop temperatures down into the 40s or high 30s Fahrenheit, which for those back home is single digit weather. And then there was going to be a 10 degree wind chill factor because the wind was coming across the Great Lakes, across the water of the Great Lakes from the north, from the Arctic Circle and across Alaska and Canada. So yeah, I sort of went, oh shit. I kept a few extra clothes out because I knew we were going to have to layer up in the morning. I didn't say anything to Claudine because I knew she was would not be happy about it. And then I woke up in the morning and I've opened my eyes, and the room we were staying in had a skylight, and I could see the snow on the skylight. And I had a little chuckle to myself in my sort of own mind, not out loud. And I thought, oh shit, that's going to be cold. And we had brought no winter linings. We'd only brought our summer riding gear, so I'd taken all the winter linings out of all our riding gear. The best I had was a pair of tracksuit pants to wear under my riding pants.
At least we had the riding pants.
Yeah. I had this jacket on underneath my riding jacket. I had a t-shirt, I had shorts. I brought summer riding gloves. I didn't bring my winter riding gloves. I had put on our wet weather gear over the top of all our riding gear because we were going to be riding in very, very cold weather. It's the coldest weather I've ever ridden in. But the funniest part was when Claudine woke up and she goes, "Is that snow?" I was actually at the kitchen window looking out at the snow on top of the bike and trailer in the yard of the place we're staying, and I said, "Yes, it is." And Claudine's like, "Can we stay an extra day?" Please, begging, giving those puppy dog eyes. And unfortunately, I just the day before had booked, because I was keeping that a little bit flexible. I wasn't sure on how many days we were going to need to get prepped and all that, so I'd actually the previous day booked the accommodation to stay in Niagara Falls at night and that, so, and it was non-refundable, so it was like, yeah, we could possibly stay an extra day, but it's going to be this temperature tomorrow and we're going to be riding it in it tomorrow anyway, so it was suck it up and get on with it.
Yeah, and it was the very pretty much day one of riding.
Yeah, it was.
So it was amazing to think that that appeared on day one, and
yeah,
it was kind of like, because I had wanted to do that trip to step out of the comfort zone and have an adventure, and that presented itself, and so I took that as a challenge.
Oh, it was a challenge, that's for sure.
And thought, right, well, this is why you're here. It's not all about rainbows, and it's about feeling the fear, doing it anyway, making the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, well, I sort of looked at it as like doing these sort of trips. I like to challenge myself, and meet that challenge, and that's part of the adventure or part of the experience for me. It's like I don't like just doing the comfortable normal thing, like it'd be easy just to go and sit on a beach somewhere for a week and do nothing, but to me, I'd rather, if I'm going to go to another country, I want to see it. I want to see as much of it as I can. I want to see as many of the museums and historical places and that as I can, and try and eat the local food. Like, we just left New Orleans, and I tried jambalaya and gumbo and all that sort of thing for the first time, and I'll tell you what, it was nice. I could go some jambalaya any day. Like that's you sort of try and immerse yourself in the culture of that area.
But yeah, it was ironic that day one would present that weather.
Yeah, pretty much day one. We'd only just sort of done some little short ride to sightseeing and a bit of shakedown with the trailer and that sort of thing, and that was it. Day one, it was snowing.
So it was like, right, dive in.
It's alright, Claudine, put your big girl pants on, we're on an adventure.
Yeah. And like you just said the other day before we left Australia, that what's one of the stories we recall all the time, and it's that one.
Yeah, like, it's an experience, and yes, we have called our channel and our Instagram and all the rest of it the Experience Collectors, because that's, to me, is what us travelling is about. It's about us collecting experiences. They're not always good. They're not, but like, some of them are uncomfortable or bad experiences, but there's still an experience nonetheless. And here we are, 10 years later, almost. It's almost 10 years later. It's 10 years next month. Still talking about it and still reminiscing about that day. We're riding along in the snow across Canada, snowing. Like, I can't believe it. I was shivering that hard. I'm riding a sports bike with my fiance on the back, towing a trailer, which most people looked at and said, "You're crazy, you are nuts." And we're doing it in the snow. We're riding along the highway doing 70, 75 mile an hour, freezing our asses off. I was shivering. I was like literally riding the bike shivering.
Yeah, I've never been so cold.
Trying to block as much of the wind to try and keep the wind off Claudine as much as I could. And we're passing cars, and cars were going slow for the first time in any of our trips to America, and we're passing cars and people were pointing at us and taking photos and videos of us, and like, to me, like, it was a surreal experience. Like, just
it was
I just remember thinking to myself, are we that different, or are we that crazy, or what's going on?
You start to second guess what you're doing.
I did that day, I tell you. It was like, Jesus, are we doing the right thing here? Like,
it seemed like a good idea at the time, but have we taken off too much?
Well, I'll tell you what, like, that trip, everything went pretty much to plan. Like, I mean, that wasn't to plan, but, like, as far as the travel and the getting to the hotels and everything else, everything pretty much went to plan.
Oh, yeah.
There was so many experiences on that trip, and I mean, that's one of them. It wasn't, at the time, it wasn't a pleasant experience. I can tell you now, I wasn't laughing. I couldn't cry because the tears just would have frozen up. I remember pulling into a service station. Like, we just crossed into the border of Canada. Claudine was that car. We pulled into a service station. We grabbed, I think it was a coffee, just to try and warm her hands up. And we're trying to find something that Claudine could wear underneath her gloves to warm her hands up.
Yeah, the gloves weren't cutting it.
Well, that was summer gloves. They're meant to breathe. They're meant to let air in and out. So they were doing their job, but unfortunately that day we wanted them to keep warm. So I even, in the service station, looked for some latex gloves. Couldn't get anything at the time. Nothing in that servo, so we continued on to where people were videoing us. We got you some woolen gloves, yeah, or thin cotton gloves. I can't remember what it was. It was another glove to wear underneath, and even that didn't really do much for you. It was that cold. But I remember another hour or so up the road, we pulled over to fill up with fuel and get coffee and all the rest of it. And speaking of filling up with fuel, we might pull off here and fill up with some
I think that's a good
fuel.
time
We're down to about a quarter of a tank. Yeah, we might pull over and fill up. And yeah, we pulled in and I could not get my hands to work to actually even take my gloves off. I had to try and defrost them so I could actually... Oh, and my hands were purple. My hands were literally purple.
Yeah, it was probably quite a bit dangerous.
It wasn't the smartest thing to do, but I tell you what, it's...
How cold it was, but...
I'd probably do it again. I'm that crazy, stupid Aussie, whatever you want to call me, that, yeah, I'd do it again. I wouldn't not do it. Knowing that was going to be the result, I'd still do that and challenge myself to... Actually, I'm going to go around the other side of one of these Bowsers so we're facing out ready to go rather than doing that after we've filled up. I'm going to number 6, I think. Does look wet, but it looks like water. Alright, my dear, you can hop off. Grab my wallet out. That'd be muchly appreciated. There's a bit of a surreal experience filling up at the servo there. There's a car at the Bowser next to us, and then at the Bowser on the a car on the other side of the Bowser they were filling up from, and I'm filling up the bike and I've looked across and he's got a pistol on his hip.
Wow.
Open carry. And I'm like, well, that's the first I've seen that on this trip so far. I've seen other people with pistols on them, but that's the first time I've seen it at a servo while driving and filling up fuel and that. And yeah, then the people that were next to me, they drove off, and I'd put the Bowser up, and I was waiting for you to come out. And he's gone to put some rubbish in the bin. I noticed he was actually wearing like a sheriff's shirt or a police shirt. So he was in his own vehicle though, so he was either on his way to work or from work, one of the two. Yeah, just, you know, as you do, walking around with a Glock on his hip, and it was rather cool. Yeah, but I think there was a guy, where was that? That was in Florida. I saw someone with a pistol, but I didn't get to see you at the time. I can't even remember where that was. That was the dude downstairs at the hotel. That's right.
Oh, yeah, you didn't mention that one.
No, I just...
There's so many things that
Yeah.
you see from the day.
So many things happening all at once.
Camera's off now.
No, it's actually on at the moment. I can stop it. I just wanted to record that little... Let's record a bit of Highway 59 for the folks, for ourselves. Just continuing on up the road. We're about 2 hours into our trip this morning, touch under 2 hours. Been making pretty good headway actually. It's just flowing quite nicely, not much traffic. Just past Hattiesburg there was a little bit of truck traffic with other interstates joining in and merging and crossing, and all the rest of it. So we've just gone past Hattiesburg now, it's behind us. But we've been riding through, I don't know what to call it, whether it's low-lying cloud or fog or a mist, for the last probably about 40-50 k's, I guess. It's not enough to put the wet weather gear on, and it's just enough to be annoying on the windscreen, but that's about it. It's nowhere else. It's not even, it's dampening my hand, but that's about it. Not getting wet. So yeah, we'll see how we go. We may have to pull over a bit up here, throw the wetties on maybe if it gets too heavy.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen fog on the trip.
Yeah. It's foggy, it's cold. I'm thinking about putting the heated grips on just on level 1 just to take the edge off it, but
Yeah,
I don't think I need to. No, because I'm blocking all the wind. You're tucked in behind me.
And I opened the vents on my jacket.
Oh, did you? Oh.
It's just comfortable. New roads.
Fairly new. The bitumen, yeah, it feels nice and smooth. That's a nice big church. Joined us and the sun's back out. It's nice and warm. We really have had pretty much 4 seasons in one day so far almost, haven't we?
Yeah, it's really white, low fog, opened up to blue skies again, so
yeah, nice fine sunny day. Didn't have to stop and put the wetties on, which I'm glad. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a fog or a low-lying cloud or a mist, rain, I don't know. It was a very foggy day. And the rain was, or the moisture wasn't enough to warrant pulling over. But the sun's out, a nice sunny day now. But there's police everywhere on this road. I've seen police cars chucking Uis through the grass in the middle and sliding all over the place, and water splashing everywhere, and coming up onto the highway to chase a car down. They've had pulling on and throwing their lights on to chase another car, and yeah, there's been plenty of police presence on this road this morning, or this ride this morning, which is a good thing for us. Keeps the wackos and the weirdos away from us. Police are pulling them over, so
yeah, it makes you feel safe. There's a lot of police.
yeah, it's sort of, I'd rather they do that back home rather than just stick bloody police speed cameras up everywhere. The speed cameras don't do anything, they just raise revenue. You know, I'd rather see the police out on the road rather than sitting in an office doing paperwork. Yeah. And I think more police on the road would keep less of the undesirable activities away from happening as well. Carjackings and people breaking into houses and stuff like that, like happens in around Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, and that, and the bigger cities. If you had more police cars on the road, I think less of that would happen. But anyway, that's enough of that one. Let's see if we can record a good quality mounting.
That was a good one.
That was a good one?
Yep. All day today. They've been good mountings.
And judge that one later on, eh?
You be the judge, hey?
Yep. Okay, let's see if we can work out where we're going and to get back on, eh? North on 59, yield on green. I'm yielding. We can go. Are they tooting us?
I don't know.
Don't think so.
I'm looking.
It's all good.
Everything seems fine.
Yeah. Get back on the main road. Could have been. We've had a few waves and that along the way. But yeah. Without a jacket, it's actually warmed up really quick.
Yeah.
It's alright, I'll just unzip it. But, yeah.
It flails about in the wind then.
Yeah.
And you unzip it.
Yeah, that's it. I'll get some airflow in. That'll keep it down, I think. Just on 250 k's to go. So when I restarted that, everything changed. It's all good. For some reason it didn't register that we were on the back on the main road. It was trying to tell me to chuck Uis and all sorts, but it sorted itself out in about a minute. So yeah. Jimmy Rogers Museum. I've got no idea who Jimmy Rogers is.
That was a famous Western country singer.
Oh. discovered that on this trip there seems to be more and more vacant shops in the shopping malls. More and more vacant, boarded up strip shops, I guess you'd call them.
Is the camera recording?
Yes, it is, buddy. So I just wanted to record a bit of on the highway action.
Yes, there's a lot more to see now.
Yeah, there's a few different places. Cookout is one. It smells like a really nice barbecue joint actually by the smell of that as we rode past.
Yeah.
It smelled really nice. It just made me hungry.
Naval Air Station.
Naval Air Station.
Naval.
Ah, there you go.
Harley Davidson.
Looks like a decent size.
Yeah.
Chunky
River.
Chunky River.
Yeah.
Chunky River, Harley Davidson. What's going on here? There's someone walking up to the highway. Chicken fillet over there. We've noticed that they're actually got put onto them by Ted. They're actually quite a good feed, chicken fillet.
Yeah, I love chicken fillet. Because they have grilled chicken.
Yeah, and you can get grilled chicken nuggets too, so it's like chunks of real chicken.
Yeah, I got those and then a side salad, and they had a light dressing,
Yeah.
so it was perfect.
Yeah. If you want to eat healthy and fast food, you can do it. Going in there, and both sides of the highway. There's another one over here as well. It's like a big industrial area by the look of it.
Yeah, you did say that. Industrial park.
But yeah, what have we got left? About 250 k's left, just on thereabouts. So we're just a bit over halfway this morning so far. A little bit of traffic, which is not too nice. That's all good. I had the camera recording a fraction earlier. I just went past what looks like a Mercedes factory. It was ridiculously huge. Like, we rode for like 3 kilometres along, and it was still going, and it was as far back as it was wide. So I'm thinking it's like hectares upon hectares. I couldn't even give you a figure. A massive Mercedes factory. No, I'll stay. Too much traffic. Yeah, it was massive. I just could not get over how big that is. I don't think I've ever seen anything that big in Australia. Still on Interstate 59. We just got to smile and away from the passenger in that vehicle. I just don't like the look of old mate's boot in front of us. Just got a fucking hockey strap holding it together. So we're down into about 70 k's to go, 70 odd anyway, 70 something kilometres to Barber Motorsports, which is the first main stop for the day. We've stopped a couple of times for fuel, but I've got enough fuel to get to there, and then we'll stop after that. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I was saying to you earlier, Claude, I actually think I might have been wearing this shirt last time we were there, 7 years ago.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And definitely the same shorts, because I've only got 2 pairs of them, so I was definitely wearing them on the last trip. And yeah, same jacket as well. Different jog socks and bike though. So some things change.
Same woman on the back.
Yep. Motorsports Museum. Keep it rolling the whole way in.
It's been a long run this morning.
Yeah, it's a bit over 5 hours riding, I think. Touch over 500 k's to the museum. A couple of little fuel stops. We haven't really had a big stop yet. We just sort of stopped for fuel and a bit of a stretch, and then we stopped again for a refuel and stretched and had a drink at that one. So didn't really stop and eat anything. Haven't eaten yet, so I'm a bit peckish. So I might have to do that before we head into the museum. See what we've got at the museum, maybe. So I know we've got some stuff in the esky, so we've got some stuff there.
We've always got some snacks.
Yeah, we've got fruit. I think there's some beef jerky and almonds in the
Yogurt.
and there's a couple of yogurts there as well. So yeah, that'll be enough to keep us going. Jacket up again. It's the temperature dropped just back a bit, so it's that breeze is nice and cool, so sort of better zip it up. Few trucks in the last 100 k's or so, so I don't know which highway they've joined on from, so but yeah, they've appeared recent times along today's trip.
It's a bit quieter at the moment.
Yes, thank God. There's a Mercedes dealership up there. Mercedes-Benz of Birmingham. Well, that's a good sign, because Birmingham's our destination for the museum, and we're staying in a little place a little bit north of Birmingham tonight called Leeds. I think it's like an outer suburb of Birmingham. So it's saying we need to get off in 2.3 k's, and this lane, right-hand lane, ends in 2.3, so we'll jump in that. Come on, mate. Looks like we're getting on Interstate 20 for a little bit. We've only got 10 k's to go. What are these guys doing to me?
We can just hang back here.
Yeah, I am.
Barber Motorsports Park.
Yep.
And follow 20 next.
That's where we're going. 20 east. Shall go. I think Claudine's going to be relieved when we get there. This has been a big ride day for us both.
Especially when it's just slab running.
Yeah, it's not the greatest of riding. Definitely prefer a little bit more slower pace and less traffic and that, but when you've got big distances to cover, sometimes you can't not do it. So they're saying we're getting off in 3.7, so we're not on this one for long. This lane looks like it ends. So get over into that lane. Take those, please. You got them? Yep. Cool. I was just struggling to read the GPS. It's just gone a bit dim. Alright. Bit over 5 Ks. Less than 5 minutes by the look of it.
Got the road signs as well then.
Yeah. We've got 1.4 Ks. Looks like exit 140 would be correct. What's this guy slowing down for? Why is he doing? He was doing 60, now he's doing 50. This is saying to exit here. GPS to finish having its little thinking session. Oh, actually.
Yeah.
We might go to Bucky's on the way out, eh?
Yeah.
1K, turn right.
It's looking familiar.
Yep. Just a bit past this, I think there's a turn in with a big sign. I don't know if you want to pull your gloves off and get a photo. I remember this Bass Pro Outdoor World, and I think we turn right where that past where that white car is. It's the next one.
We got a photo of the Hayabusa.
Yeah. Outdoor World. That's probably a good spot for your towel that you want to get.
Yeah, maybe the esky.
Maybe.
So, I don't remember a Bucky's being here.
No, that might be a new one. I knew there was a Servo just down the road, and there was a Bass Pro.
Got my camera out.
Got it?
Yep. Well, that hasn't changed.
No. 2K's up the road into the museum.
Nice.
more interesting road riding into the motorcycle museum than what we've been riding on all day.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit slower, a little bit twisty, up and down, a few undulations.
Not a car in sight.
Yep.
Not a couple coming the other way, but...
And there it is, coming up directly ahead. This is us. I think we go right. A museum straight ahead, sorry. Can't stop on a hill, mate.
Gotta wait till the bus pulls out. There's school kids in it.
Okay.
Loading and school kids. Where you from?
Australia.
It must have been a long trip, I know.
Yeah, these things don't float real well.
How did you do the Pacific Ocean?
We flew across that in a plane. Yeah, no, we didn't bring this with us. I bought this in...
Did wings pop out or something?
Yeah, no, unfortunately.
I think we're glad you're here.
It's our second visit here, actually. We were here 2019 we came, so we're hoping something's changed or a little bit different.
Yeah, let's just put a bunch of school kids in there. They should be pouring out in just a second.
Yep. Am I right to just park over there with this one? Yep, cool.
Okay. Nice and hot today.
Yeah, nice and warm. A very, they've definitely got a lot more bikes there than they used to have.
You think so?
Yep. And they have confirmed what I was thinking earlier. It is the largest motorcycle museum in the world with over 1,500 motorcycles.
Yeah.
Also got a few more cars than they used to have too. The Lotus racing cars, I don't think they had as many as those last time we were here. They're definitely adding to the museum all the time. There's a few cars down the bottom there that definitely weren't there last time. There's an AC Cobra Daytona. There was GT40, Ford GT. There's all sorts of really nice cars down there. I think there's a Celine Mustang, a Ford Mustang Celine, 1,000 horsepower Mustang. Yeah. We'll go to Bucky's and then I'll worry about where we're going to get to our hotel.
Yeah. of this year?
No, they had that 2001 trike. That was the only real modern day Goldwing they had, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of odd, being that they were really came about because of the American market, the Goldwings.
Yeah, for the touring.
Well, the original Goldwings never had any fairings or anything like that on them, and it was a guy in America that designed all these fairings and stuff for the Goldwings, the earlier model Goldwings with panniers and that sort of thing, so you could carry your stuff with you and traipse across the country. So, yeah, not sure which way we're going. We're going to go straight across into Bucky's. And I think we'll go right. Jesus. A bit hard to find a Bowser that's empty.
Lots of Bowsers.
Lots and lots and lots of them. The problem is, I think people go in and eat in there while they've got their
Surely not.
car parked at a Bowser.
Down the end there, hubby.
Oh yeah, third from the end. I'll go on this one.
Oh, well, it was there too. Because it doesn't matter what side for us,
Oh, it sort of does.
does it?
Yeah, it's easy to pour from this left.
From the left.
Yep. Hang on.
Sorry.
All happy days?
Yeah, all good to go.
All good to go, right?
Whew.
Oh, happy day. Recenter. Alright, let's... Probably should do my chin strap up, eh? Alrighty. I've got no idea on how many Bowsers there are, but I can tell you
Well done. Clean.
there is a truckload of them. Well, we're heading up past 60 in a minute.
But still not as big as the Las Vegas one.
No, that was 97, wasn't it? 97 or 99, something like that.
Can't remember.
It's a ridiculous number of Bowsers. $241. What's that over there? 243. Can't be. Yep. 250 Bowsers. 200 upwards of nearly 260 Bowsers, Claudine. That is ridiculous. We're going left, so we can only go on green arrow only. And we are, you'll be happy to know, 9 kilometres from our hotel.
Oh, that's nothing.
No, nothing. put that servo out of business. Bucky's. That is ridiculous.
But I can't remember if it was there 7 years ago.
I don't think it was.
No, sorry, 10 years ago.
No, 7.
Oh, 7.
Yeah, 7. It was the second trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that servo on the corner there was there, and that one that's gone out of business, that was there. I remember that, but that Bucky's was not there.
Alabama.
Visit historic downtown Leeds.
It's kind of Cracker Barrel territory, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you trying to say you want Cracker Barrel for dinner?
No, but we could consider it. I just thought of it because it said historic. But I'm happy with Chick-fil-A, Subway, Chipotle,
Yeah, haven't tried Chipotle yet, have we? Or Chipotle, or whatever they want to call it.
Cracker Barrel, either of those.
Haven't had Cracker Barrel on this trip. Nari would be very disgusted in us.
Yeah. Look at the little. It's nice. You just have a little look at the crafts before dinner.
Chucking a lefty in 1.9k.
Cute little town.
Yeah.
Fire and rescue.
Leeds Fire and Rescue.
Brand new.
Almost, doesn't it?
It's more than what you guys have.
Yeah. Metres we're going left, so I'm getting this left lane. $800.
Nice on the right. Dollar Tree, Food Giant,
Ashfield Road we're going on to.
Ashfield, okay.
We're going left in 380. 290. Let's say these lights here look like us.
Sonic.
Oh, look out, Claudine, I want a Sonic Blast.
Oh God, no. Last night I had gelati. Country town.
We could do a ride into Sonic and have Sonic for dinner. 4Ks for turning right.
So the railway thing. Yeah. Just check.
Bumpity bump, 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 bump.
Antiques, garden gifts. It's good for a look if you're wandering.
60-60 vibe on it, isn't it?
Yes, I miss my quiet little roads.
Cemetery over there.
Did you say this is the best Western?
Yes.
Church?
Two and a half Ks to the motel. So what's in there? Anything? No foodie stuff there. Just in case we've got to come back, that's
Yeah,
all.
I'm looking at everything. Antiques.
Can't eat antique furniture. There's a Walmart up here. McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Oh,
Worst case scenario.
yeah, we're all good then.
Chick-fil-A, which is a better option.
Oh, yay.
Waffle House further down. We're
Nail
still, yeah, about 2 Ks away from the hotel, but there's
Pizza
further
Hut.
stuff further down, Arby's and stuff further down.
Oh, there's everything. Here we go.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we'll dump everything in the room and come back for a feed,
Yeah.
and then go back and might have to have an early dinner.
Too early for dinner, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, but we didn't really stop for lunch.
So we have a little snack and then an early dinner.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Or we wait for dinner.
Well, I'd be happy with a wait and have an early dinner, and then. But yeah,
Yeah, sounds fine.
we can have a snack.
I'll have
We
a
got
yogurt.
yogurts. We can have it. Yeah, we'll have a yogurt and some nuts and stuff once we get in the room. There's a Walgreens there as well if we need munchy stuff for tomorrow. A Whataburger. Never had one of them.
What time are we going in the morning?
I'll assess the
Assess that, It's okay.
the
Get back to me on
time. I will get back to you. I'll assess the time, how long it's going to take, because I'd like to try and get into Memphis about 2ish, because there's a few things we want to do in town, like Sun Records and walk down Beale Street, and there's actually a American Negro Museum, I think it is. I've got it all written down in my book. There's
Cracker
a
Barrel.
Chipotle, Wendy's, Arby's,
There's a Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Here it is.
500 metres we're turning right, so I'll get in this right-hand lane.
Yeah, there's heaps.
Might even be able to walk to some of this.
Hopefully.
Carl Jones Road.
Chipotle.
This is Carl Jones. Probably not, no, that's not us. That's not a road.
It's a shopping centre.
This is where we need it to go.
Oh, Subway.
Oh, Subway.
Even Subway's
A
fine.
Dollar Tree as well. Wouldn't mind having a look in there for some
just,
stuff.
Just stretch the legs. There's everything.
Yep. And
I thought it was going to be outback town with
No, there is everything, my dear. 400 and 370,
Pub.
right, then we're at our
Publix.
hotel for the night.